This is Pete Burns. He's a great friend, a good writer, and a total disaster in the kitchen. He's got no skills, no training, and no clue. And I just invited people to his house for dinner. I'm picking the menu, creating the occasional obstacle, and watching Pete squirm as he tries to play chef. The food might be great, it might be gross, but it'll definitely be funny, because tonight, we're cooking with stupid.
Hey.
Here are your ingredients, because tonight's menu is Texas barbecue.
Oh my goodness.
You'll be serving beef and pork ribs, cheddar biscuits, collard greens, and for starters, deviled eggs.
Seriously? I've never eaten a deviled egg.
Well, tonight's the night.
And I'm looking at the table and there's mayonnaise on my table.
They're an ingredient in deviled eggs.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't eat it.
No, I'm okay with that.
I don't know why you are the way you are.
And you've only got 4 hours, so I'd get cooking, stupid.
Damn it. I know what I don't know about Texas barbecue. I know that I don't know anything, and that there's masters of this. There's a science to this. And guess what I'm not good at? Science. How do you spell barbecue? Really? There's hyphens in there. So I guess I'm gonna have to chop these up. It says to cut spare ribs into serving size portions. All right, what is that? It's like a zombie movie. My knife isn't sharp enough to get through. That's probably supposed to cover the meat, isn't it? Should I be salting and peppering these before I put them in the oven for the first time? For a while I had problems with foods with bones in them. I don't know, it's just not really my thing. Place them in a large roasting pan. Okay, I don't have a large roasting pan. Okay. All right, it is 5:45 right now. That means in 90 minutes it'll be quarter after, what, 8? Wait, is that right, math? No, wait, 6, 7:30, something. It'll be later. It'll be later in the day. I don't know how long it takes ribs to cook. I don't know how long it takes to boil an egg. Why would I boil an egg? I'm guessing that you put eggs in some water that's boiling, and at some point they're done. I guess I need a pot. Figured I should rinse this out because sometimes spiders crawl into my pots and pans when I'm not looking. Collard greens is gonna take great, awesome 2 hours. I should have looked at this half an hour ago. We're genius. Okay, we gotta start prepping these things because this isn't gonna be easy either. I think where I'm gonna get really hosed is a collard green, because look, I'm a New Englander. I'm from Massachusetts. We don't know about a collard green. Remove the stems that run down the center by holding the leaf in your left hand and stripping the leaf down with your right hand. Stack 8, okay, well, all right. And then I just have to do these one at a time. I'm gonna try and save time and see if I can do a couple at no, I can't do that. I don't know why I'm getting rid of these stems. They seem like they'd be perfectly delicious. I don't know what they're supposed to taste like. I'm guessing they're bitter? So now I stack these on top of each other, roll them up, and slice them. Ooh, did you see that? Oh, I better not bleed on them. I had a feeling that I would absolutely cut myself today. Did I bleed on those? Ah, that's hot water. I guess that's why you have a fingernail. Kind of hurts.
What kind of Band-Aid are you using on that?
This kind of Band-Aid? Is that the wrong kind of Band-Aid? I'm not a doctor.
Where did the latex glove come from?
It came from my first aid kit. See how well prepared I am? I should probably wash this off in case it has little bits of finger in it. And now I will start cutting a little bit more carefully. Okay, so there's my greens. There's my pile of collard greens. And what I do next with them, house seasoning. The hell is house seasoning? Spider test. Bingo, all right. So now I gotta theoretically add eggs into this and see if it works. Besides, you know what, because it makes sense to me that I would take these and just start pitching them in there and they'd all break in the bottom of the pan. Here. Yeah, see, that's bad. Yeah, I'll start doing them 2 at a time. which is precarious. Uh-huh. Okay, so there's what, 4? I gotta do 8 of these, and I'll probably do 10 so that I can, that one's broken. That one that was busted got egg all over the water. Going on instinct and how long this might take? 10 minutes? I have no idea. Are these gonna float to the top? Like, I know when you make raviolis, when they're done, they float to the top. Is that gonna happen? So, look, well, delicious. I don't think that's what we're going for. You smell something burning? It's those ribs. I'm telling you, those ribs are a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, so this house seasoning that I'm making, black pepper, garlic powder, and salt. That seems like a lot. Really? A cup of salt? I gotta make sure I'm reading that right, because a cup of salt sounds like a lot of salt. That's still not even. 1 cup salt. Yeah. Okay, fine. 1/4 cup of black pepper. This is the house seasoning that is going to go into the boiling water to create these greens, these collard greens that I don't know how to make. And 1/4 cup of garlic powder. Okay. Look, I know cooking's not my strong suit, but this is onion powder. But I was about to say, but reading is. This has got to be an easier way to do this. Yeah, screw it. Okay, you know what? I think it's time to break an egg. Will these be disgusting? They're gonna be disgusting because I don't eat deviled eggs, and I can't think of anything worse. So yeah, it's gonna be gross, but this thing is really hot. Is there a trick to peeling these things that I don't know? Like, because there's got to be an easier way to do this. Let's cut into this and see what it looks like. Hey, huh? Who boiled a egg? Cooking was stupid my ass. Ow. Things are hot. How's my water doing over here? Yeah, not close. Not even close to boiling. Is this on? This is going in that water, along with ham bones or some shit like that. Paprika, good. Nutmeg? No, doesn't need nutmeg. But you know what? Let's put it in there anyways. You know, it's probably a great idea to leave heavy creams and buttermilks out of refrigeration. That's probably an awesome idea. Oh, f***ing hell. Did I just break the Worcestershire sauce? Why is it wrapped like a present? Cup of brown sugar. A teaspoon of dry mustard. It's just physics. It's not gonna work. 1/4 cup of ketchup. I like ketchup, so I'm gonna put that in there. It says 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce? Yeah, that seems like a lot to me. Ketchup, soy sauce, rum. Okay, 1/4 cup of rum. I've got rum. Oh, sorry, have you seen the bar yet? Come on inside. How are those eggs doing? Paprika, it doesn't say paprika, but guess what? Put it in! So this is what I'm gonna be using to rub on the ribs. I got a little trick that I use when I'm trying to figure out if stuff tastes good or not. I put it in my mouth. Look, that looks like something that you would put your meat in. All right, how's my water doing? Guess, I think that's a boil. So we'll put that in there. Holy shit bags, that's hot. How much, I'm just putting all this in there. Should I put this paprika in there? Look, I won't tell if you won't. And then seasoned salt. There's already a cup of salt in there. I can't imagine that I'll need more than that. Cook on reduce heat to medium and cook for an hour. Okay. Let me add these in there. Again, folks, the ends justify the means. This comes out delicious. I'm a hero. Nobody has to know that I almost severed my finger and didn't have half the ingredients. If it tastes good. Okay, so right now I got to pull these ribs out of the oven. They've been in for an hour, and I got to get them into the marinade. They're only going to be able to be in the marinade for, it says to do it for an hour. I maybe have 30 minutes. If I drop this and bust it, that's not clean. We're marinating the ribs in the bathtub. Ooh, something smells good. Ah. That seems to be boiling too much. It said medium. I can't get that flame any more mediumer than that. Does that look right? Is there meat on these? That looks awful. That doesn't look like food at all. Okay, so this is like 3 beef ribs. Everyone's gonna get to have half of one. We're gonna share a beef rib. Being careful not to break my eggs. I know, I'm supposed to be rubbing this on the ribs, though, as they cook as well. I mean, I suppose I could make more of this stuff, but I gotta be honest, I don't exactly remember how I did it. Again, I don't know where these go. How about right here? I'm putting on top of on top of my washing machine. That's all the room I had. Look, do you see a place I can put them? I was gonna put them on top of the trash can. It's probably where they're gonna end up anyways. Holy shit, wait a minute. My greens were supposed to come out. I guess I should just taste them. I don't know if that's what they're supposed to taste like. Holy salty. That wasn't smart. That wasn't a good idea. Okay, so the collard greens, maybe I just got a little of that boiling juice into my throat, which really threw me a bit, but they're really salty. It says a cup of salt. 7:30. I have.
What do you got, guess?
Well, they're showing up at 8. They're gonna be eating late. That's just the way things are gonna have to go today. These are a disaster. You know what though? I got an old friend who's gonna come to the rescue. His name is Butter. It's like f***ing hot seaweed. I don't know what they are. Ham bones. Because there's pig hoofs in here or whatever the hell these things are. I think there's things in the drain. Like I don't have a incinerator. Jesus, that can't. I'm gonna put it into a small bowl so it'll look like there's more of them. Look at this. This is retarded. Hey everybody, have a collard green. That whole thing of the whole thing of greens came out to this. That's way too much butter. This will make it delicious, in theory. These things are drenched in salt. Oh my god. That's awful. These are done. Here, the microwave will hold on to them. I haven't begun biscuits. Cook time 25 minutes. So if I can pound these things out, we might make it. A cold egg, buttermilk. And beat lightly with a fork. I need another pair of hands. I need an assistant. I want to move these because in case flour goes everywhere, I don't want it landing on my ribs. Why am I not seeing how much butter to put in this? Don't tell me it doesn't tell you. There it is. Thank God these are room temperature. I think it needs to be room temperature. Does it? It's in there. And guess what? The butter was supposed to be cold. It was totally room temperature. Butter the size of peas. Peas. Come on, you bastard. Oh, is that supposed to happen? Okay. This is, oh, please, you kidding me? The picture on the recipe shows a guy with flour all over him, perched over his washing machine. Mix the cheddar with a small handful of flour. Handful of flour. And now we mix this again, till roughly combined. Roughly? Son of a... Roughly combining. Here, I got a great idea. Let's just take these off, right? Let's deep fry these and serve them with the beaters in it. This will be good. And if I'm gonna flour this well, I better do it. Meanwhile, we have to set this table for guests, and I'm spreading flour all over it. Shouldn't this stick together, theoretically? Okay, and then I'm gonna, so what do you bake this thing on? You know, since I only have two sheet pans, I have to use this one to cook my biscuits. Knife. So it said to cut this into shapes. 6 biscuits?
You guys making 6 really big biscuits.
6 really big biscuits. You know what, let's try this again. I'll make 1 big off biscuit. How's that sound? I want to make 8 so that there's 2 for everybody and maybe 1 for everybody if I blow half of them. We're discarding this biscuit
You
dough.
could make that a biscuit, couldn't you?
Yeah, hey. Aren't you supposed to brush these with butter or something to make them delicious? I mean, your mouth is just watering at this point, isn't it? Is it at the right temperature? Yes, it is. Biscuits.
Is there anything that's not going to be ready?
Yes, and I think it's gonna have to.
Guess who?
Is that the door? Is that seriously the door?
You're
Hey.
It's nice to see you. Hey, how are you doing, man?
You're good. You're making deviled eggs.
Yeah, I love.
All right.
I love deviled eggs.
We're gonna need a doctor.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay, it is time to get these ribs on the grill. Actually, it was time to get these ribs on the grill probably 45 minutes ago. And should I oil this? Is this gonna work, spraying this onto a hot grill? Okay, the ribs are down. My biscuits are cooling on the table outside my apartment. I mean, there's a lot of balls in the air right now. Meanwhile, my deviled eggs, look at this kitchen. This is ridiculous.
You know, normally when you're invited over for dinner, there's a dinner.
Oh, the ribs they say they're supposed to be down there for 20 to 30 minutes, and they've been on, I think, for about 5, and I really think I should pull them already.
I mean, we could start with the appetizers. Are the deviled eggs ready?
Pete, are the deviled eggs ready?
Nope,
When are they gonna be ready? We're pretty hungry.
really soon. So soon. Look at mayonnaise. Look at what it is. What the hell is that? Jace, did you buy mustard?
Yeah.
Laundry room? Oh, sorry.
Of course, the mustard's in the laundry room.
Okay.
So we keep it.
Where do you keep your mustard?
How much mustard? A teaspoon? That looks like 1.5. Okay. I gotta go pull those ribs off. Where am I gonna put them? Holy. Whoa. Oh no. I mean, do those look a little overdone? If I can make this look good, might be halfway there. From what I know of deviled eggs, which isn't much, I think I probably should have refrigerated these. I'd like to present my first dish of the night, which is the deviled eggs.
They look very fancy.
They
actually look like deviled eggs.
yeah, well, it's because they are fancy.
I like all the parsley.
I'm not leaving until I see you
Yeah,
eat one of
pop
these.
one.
Though.
Grab a deviled egg.
Like
Come
a
on.
gold
Why,
finishing
why,
pouch.
why do I feel nervous?
We
I'm
cheers
toasting
the eggs.
And we're toasting deviled eggs.
These are kind of warm.
Ooh.
That's how they do it in France.
Classic.
Are we really?
All right.
Yay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You should have swished the mayo around in your mouth a little bit. Might need a small glass of water.
I think there's a reason that deviled eggs are served really cold, and the reason might be the smell.
Oh God, these are falling apart. All these fucking stupid biscuits fell apart as I buttered them. We gotta, you know what? We gotta embrace the stupid at this point. Throwing these into the microwave. Oh shit. The collard greens. Look what's become of me. I'm a shell of a man. I'm a shell of a man because I tried to make dinner. That one looks okay. I'm giving everybody a pork and a beef. Again, I'm gonna try and go minimalist. I think minimalist is my only savior here. In acknowledgement of that, everyone's gonna get a green. I'll make like a rib teepee.
I don't know if that's gonna work, Pete.
No?
Uh-uh.
I can't put more parsley on these plates. Parsley isn't gonna save me. I think the meal at this point is what it is. I thought I could save it creatively. Good God, I hope they don't eat those greens.
Oh.
Was the only viable portion of the biscuit the bottom half?
You have
You
been
meant-
planning this meal for 20 minutes.
I mean, we have collard greens on our list, but this is the garnish, right? Like, is there
Oh, you're
another?
supposed to eat that.
This is what we're judging?
Yeah.
The greens kind of look like a bird's nest in the middle.
I like the half biscuit.
Is there any like butter or?
It's
It's all natural.
buttered.
Oh, it is.
It's buttered.
Oh my gosh.
What did you eat? What was that?
I'm guessing the collard greens.
Oh, they're not.
Because they're in my mouth and I can't.
Oh, I
I
need
just
to have
spit it out in
some.
my napkin. Is that not what we were supposed to do? I think
Oh my God.
my spinal cord.
Oh God. So which side of the Dead Sea did these collard greens come from?
The deviled eggs were really pretty. And I know you had to deal with mayonnaise and eggs, and that can't have been easy for you.
Thank you.
Eating them wasn't that easy for us, but they were really pretty, and you tried really hard.
I felt the biscuit had the texture of what I could really only describe as sandy.
I think it's weird that you buttered my biscuit, and I don't taste the cheese at all.
But the ribs I do like.
I agree that the ribs are pretty tasty.
The ribs are good.
The collard greens, God have mercy on you.
I am a big salt fan. I have it next to my bed. I have it in my purse. I have it on my coffee table. Those collard greens are somehow saltier than salt.
No, look. 'Cause-
Okay, so what
No.
happened with the collard
Well,
greens?
look. It says. I mean, I know they're salty, but it called for that much salt. Look,
No,
it
it
says
couldn't
right there.
have.
It did. Look, it says it right there. House seasoning, cup of salt.
Right, but that's how you make the seasoning, from which you're supposed to take a tablespoon to season the collard greens.
The whole collard greens.
You're gonna
right?
have house seasoning left over. You know, you that doesn't mean you have to put all that in there.
Well, that explains the collard
Cooking
greens.
with reading comprehension.
Yeah, because there's no way that a recipe wanted you to do that to a human being. This meal was stupid.
That's probably accurate.
I haven't laughed this hard in a while, so thank you for a lovely dinner.
Oh, you know what? Pizza's on me tonight. There's always next time. There's always next time, and there's always another meal. Look, I mean, you know, I love food. I eat it every day. What do I do well? You know what? I'm really good at ping pong.